Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today we're diving into Venu Holding Corporation's latest report, and let's just say things are getting interesting with their financials. Make sure you are subscribed for more insights like this and join our Discord community linked in the description below to chat with us about all things corporate. Alright, so Venu Holding Corporation has just dropped an 8K report. Think of an 8K as a company's current events announcement to the public. It is used when something significant happens that the public needs to know about right away. In this case, the big news is about their financial performance. The main point of this filing is to tell us about their recent financial results. On the 14th of November 2025, Venu Holding Corporation, or the company as they call it, put out a press release. This release covers their performance for the third quarter and also for the first 9 months of the year. They also announced a conference call to discuss these numbers, and a replay of that call is available on their website. Now, it is important to note that information in this type of report usually isn't considered officially filed with the Securities and Exchange Commission in the same way other documents are, meaning it is more like a public announcement than a binding legal disclosure in some respects. The crucial part is the press release itself. This is where we get a glimpse into how the company has been doing financially. While we don't have the full press release text here, the filing tells us it summarizes their third quarter and 9-month financial and operating results. This is usually where companies highlight their wins and try to put a positive spin on their performance. We'll need to dig into what those results actually mean. This report is filed with the US Securities and Exchange Commission, or the CAC as it is commonly known. Their job is to protect investors and maintain fair, orderly, and efficient markets. Companies like Venu Holding Corporation have to report to them regularly, so investors can make informed decisions. Now, Venu Holding Corporation's stock is traded on the nice American exchange under the symbol Venu. This means that a lot of people are watching this company, and its financial health directly impacts those investors. One detail here is that Venu Holding Corporation has checked the box indicating they are an emerging growth company. This is a designation for companies with less than a certain amount of annual revenue, and it allows them to have some flexibility in how they report certain financial information, often meaning less stringent disclosure requirements. This can be good for the company as it grows, but it also means investors might get less detailed information compared to larger, more established companies. This section basically lists the documents that are part of this filing. The most important one for us today is Exhibit 99.1, which is the actual press release dated the 14th of November 2025. We also see Exhibit 104, which is the interactive data file. Think of these as the evidence backing up the claims made in the report. And the report is signed by J.W. Roth, who holds the important titles of Chief Executive Officer and Chairman. This means he is overseeing the company's overall strategy and performance, and he is putting his name on these reported results. So let's cut to the chase. What does this filing really tell us about Venu Holding Corporation? The core of this report is the announcement of their financial and operating results for the third quarter and the first 9 months of 2025. While the specific numbers aren't detailed within this 8K document itself, they are summarized in the press release they issued. This is where the real story lies in those numbers. Without the press release, we're left piecing together what Venu Holding Corporation wants us to know. They are presenting their recent performance, and investors will be dissecting these figures to understand the company's trajectory. As an emerging growth company, they may have more leeway in their reporting, so it is always wise to look beyond the headlines. My take on Venu Holding Corporation based on this limited information is somewhat cautious. They are choosing to highlight their results via a press release, which is standard, but the lack of detailed financials within the 8K itself means we're relying on their interpretation. The fact that they are an emerging growth company suggests they are still in a development phase. The key here will be to find that press release and analyze the actual revenue, profit, and debt figures. Are they growing? Are they profitable? Are they managing their expenses well? These are the questions that need answers. The risks and opportunities will be directly tied to whether those financial results are strong or weak. If the numbers show robust growth, the opportunities are clear. If they show a struggling business, then the risks are significant. Without seeing the specific figures from the press release, it is hard to give a definitive conclusion on the company's direction. However, the emphasis on financial results in this filing tells us that investors will be keenly focused on these numbers to gauge the company's health and future prospects. Alright, that is our initial look into Venu Holding Corporation's latest filing. What is your initial impression based on what we know so far? Do you think they are on a strong path or facing headwinds? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this breakdown helped you understand what is going on, please hit that like button and subscribe for more decoded corporate filings. And as a reminder, join our Discord community in the description for more in-depth discussions. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.